So I was just going through the news and social media just to see what's going on in the world, the updates. And of course, every day you wake up with something new. And I think about that video that I posted just a week ago where I expressed how I was feeling. And I said one thing. I said that we're all going to feel the effects of what's happening right now. And lo and behold, we're seeing the signs of that so early on with the whole LPG cylinder shortages, and now hotels and restaurants are going to really feel the negative impacts of the Straits of Hormuz being shut or being limited. So this is just the beginning, and I think that's what creates so much of panic for all of us, is because we know that what's about to come, and we know that everyone's going to be negatively impacted by what's happening. And it's so unfortunate because so many people in different parts of the world always feel like they're not going to be impacted. It's not their business. It's not our problem. But because of globalization, we're also interconnected, that economically we're all going to be impacted whether we like it or not. And that was something I mentioned in my video, that we're going to be economically, politically, negatively impacted. And so early on, we are seeing the effects of that. And it's really insane. And it's scary because you think about what else could happen, Shutting the Strait of Hormuz is going to affect the fuel on another level. And I don't think we can imagine how that's going to trickle through day-to-day activities for everyone around the world. I'll just give you a small example of how quickly this impact will be felt. Small example, but a personal one. So I'm on set of my film, and the set is massive. We have a big crew, right? Lots of people, staff, crew, and they feed the crew via the gas cylinders, right? They cook the food via the gas cylinders. So now there is no gas cylinders available over here. So they obviously, under panic, had to figure out a plan B in order to feed everybody on set. So they had to get these packed foods last minute just so that people can, eat on set and do their work. It's a very small example, but a personal example, just to show you how quickly this is going to trickle through, and how quickly that you're just going to wake up and suddenly see a massive difference just overnight in our day-to-day lives, even though we're not really involved, but that's just how it works. Anyways, just praying that things really calm down. I'm just praying that the situation, that some sort of miracle happens and the situation resolves, Like, my home is in Dubai, right? And that's where I live. And I'm feeling so uncertain, and I feel so sad that this situation has, I'm just speaking on a personal note, right? This situation has caused me to not be able to go back home. And I'm literally just like roaming around with one suitcase from one hotel to another. I mean, thankfully I have work, so I'm busy working and stuff like that. But when I'm done, I'm trying to figure out, like, what do I do, And then I'm like, well, there's really nowhere to go because everywhere is effed, So, I don't know. On another note, this is the last 10 days of Ramadan and the beginning of Laylatul Qadr, which is a very, very, very important time for us. This is the time we really need to be prayed up. It's a very, very powerful night, and it's going to land up in any of these days in the next 10 days. So I found myself last night, when I was doing my additional night prayers, all I was doing was genuinely from my heart praying for all the innocent lives around the world, all the innocent children, all the innocent women, all the innocent lives across the world that are affected by any conflict. All I was finding myself doing was praying for them, praying for their protection, praying for them to be shielded, praying for a miracle. And when I found myself doing that, I said, wow, that's all we got is prayer. That's all we have. And if we could unite in prayer, no matter where we are in the world, no matter what religion you are, no matter what you practice, but if we can unite in prayer, especially in times like this, I do believe, like a part of me believes, that there is so much of strength in prayer, especially in unity. So yeah, do think about like all the innocent people in the world, all the innocent children, no matter what conflict they're in. And while I've been fasting this Ramadan, there are moments when I feel so hungry, and then I suddenly start thinking about people who don't have access to food and water, or people who really sleep hungry. It just reminded me how it's so important to be grateful no matter what situation we're in. And it also reminded me how charity is so important, and that's why it's literally a requirement in our faith, and how important sadaqah is, to continuously remember to give sadaqah, which is charity, and just to be grateful. I think this period of fasting has reminded me to consistently be grateful no matter what, because although we do feel hungry in the process, but we always know that eventually I'm going to eat, like the meal is eventually going to happen, I'm eventually going to feel full. But there are so many people around the world who don't know that. They live in doubt because they don't know when their next meal is going to come. So I think this month has been such an important month of self-reflection, patience, discipline, gratefulness. Yeah, just wanted to share my thoughts.